Hey there, and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Nikki Boot urges Man United star to quit Red Devils to save career. Nicky Butt has recommended Marcus Rashford leave Manchester United in order to save his career. The former midfielder worked as a coach for United's reserve team in 2012 before being appointed head of their academy in 2016. The winger has endured a torrid couple of seasons at Old Trafford, failing to replicate his best campaign in 22-23, which saw him net a career-high 30 goals. The 26-year-old has seen his stock decline despite renewing his deal just 12 months ago, and although Rashford has spent his entire career with the Red Devils, but believes now could be the right time for the Manchester-born academy graduate to call it quits and move on. He said, I don't know, and it's actually sad watching that because I've known Marcus since he was probably 8 and 9 at Man United coming through, and he's always been the one that you hold up for. I do believe, and people will be screaming down the phone now, probably, but I do believe he has still got the talent to be one of the best top players in the world. He is just not clicking for the last few years at Man United. You are always saying he is just going to do it. He is going to do it, but it's looking like maybe it's time for a change for him. No one really knows what his mentality is, but there is a lot of talent within that man, and he is a top footballer. But it's just not happening for Man United now. People always point to the fact of his body language. He doesn't care. I can tell you now he does care. He is a proper lad, but he's just not clicking for him. Maybe it's time to go and find a club where he can get a bit of a deep breath. The eyes aren't on him all the time. He is the excuse for all the fans. All the fans look at him, and it's not just him. The whole team, the whole squad needs to up the game. Man United considering axing top earner and surprise Victor Osimhen-type deal. Manchester United are reportedly refusing to rule out a possible exit for Casemiro. The Brazilian is the Red Devils' highest earner on £350,000 per week, but his performances have come nowhere near justifying such a high salary. The midfielder's most recent poor showing came at Old Trafford against better rivals Liverpool. The South American was at fault for both of Luis Diaz's first half goals and was subsequently hauled off at the break. The 32-year-old is set to lose his place in Eric Ten Hag's starting lineup, with a new signing Manuel Ugarte ready to play after the international break, and aware of his rapidly declining stock, Casemiro, according to TBR Football, is considering his options ahead of a possible loan move to Turkey. Most European transfer windows have closed, but Turkey's remains open until the 13th of September, and United, should the right deal present itself, would be prepared to offload their struggling number 18. Fenerbahce could have a destination had the club not recently captured former teammate Sufyan Amrabat. However, a move to their rivals Galatasaray is still possible for Casemiro. The 24 times Turkish champions have just pulled off a masterstroke by signing Napoli striker Victor Osimhen on loan and replicating a similar deal for Casemiro. But see, or can Boruk's side complete two of the most unlikeliest transfers during his 2 years at Old Trafford? Casemiro, who has up to 3 years left on his contract, has scored 12 goals and chipped in with 9 assists in 87 games in all competitions. Man United fans will love what new signing said about the legendary club. New Man United signing Manuel Ugarte has stated the wait to join the Premier League club was worth it, as it is a dream come true to play for the legendary English club. The Uruguayan was Eric Ten Hag's top target when it came to adding to his midfield options this summer, and after weeks of trying to get the best deal, the Red Devils secured the 23-year-old signature last week as part of a transfer worth up to £50.5 million with Paris Saint-Germain. Ugarte left the League One champions after just one season to pen a 5-year contract at Old Trafford with the option to extend it by a further 12 months. The midfielder could not be registered in time to play Liverpool last weekend, but will hope to make his debut for the Manchester club after the international break as United travel to Southampton, needing a win. Speaking about the way to join Man United, Ugarte has stated that it was worth it as it is a dream come true for him to play for the Premier League Giants. He said the following: "This club, this stadium, legendary. We all know what a massive club United is, one of the best teams in the world. It's a dream come true to join United. I'm really happy because it's been a very long process." Sunday's match against Liverpool highlighted once again Man United's need for a new number 6, as Casemiro put in a shocking display in the 3-0 defeat to the Merseyside club. The Uruguayan will bring a bit of aggression to Ten Hag's midfield and will be very useful off the ball. When Man United have possession, the Dutch coach needs to be careful how he uses the 23-year-old as he is not great at building out from the back. This job should be left for Kobe Maino, which will leave Ugarte to do what he is best at. The former PSG star will be a welcome addition for the Old Trafford faithful, and they will have loved hearing the words from their new signing about how much he wanted to join their club. Journalist claims what Man United boss Erik Ten Hag is doing wrong. Manchester United suffered yet another embarrassing defeat in the Erik Ten Hag era. The Red Devils were beaten 3-0 by Liverpool at Old Trafford on Sunday in a convincing performance from the visitors. Journalist Andy Mitten has claimed that he received a message from someone who said that it is Ten Hag's fault the way he set up the team and described the setup as criminal. Speaking on the Talk of the Devils podcast, Mitten said, "I got a message from someone who does this professionally. I get quite a few people who aren't allowed to talk publicly, but they are up there at a high level. I will just read you some of the stuff. So this is someone who does it for a job, who on the quiet I think has got a soft spot for Manchester United. Andy, what we do in our build-up is criminal. This is on Ten Hag. The game plan is absolutely awful, and we are not changing it. This is such a naive performance, more than I have ever seen. Liverpool are clear in the 3-2-2 build-up. They know exactly what they are doing. Manchester United are not even trying to adapt. So I listen to people like this because they know a lot more than I do, because they are doing it at a professional level. Despite winning the FA Cup and the League Cup during his time at Man United, Ten Hag has failed to improve the overall level of the team. Fabrizio Romano names La Liga club that made last-minute approach for veteran Man United man. The future of Christian Eriksen at Man United was uncertain throughout the summer transfer window, but it has been revealed that Real Betis made a last-minute move for the veteran star on deadline day. The 32-year-old is out of contract at Old Trafford in 2025, and the Manchester club would have ideally liked to have parted ways with the midfielder during the latest transfer window. However, there was not a lot of interest in the former Tottenham star, and despite links to Ajax, the Dutch Giants never submitted an official proposal for the Denmark international, reports Fabrizio Romano. The transfer journalist states that a club that did make a late approach for Eriksen was Real Betis, as the La Liga outfit had an interest in the Danish talent on deadline day. Eriksen remained at Man United following the closure of the transfer window, as Betis never found an agreement with the player or the Premier League club to complete the move. The veteran star will now leave the Manchester team in either January or next summer, but Erik Ten Hag has a good reason for keeping the 32-year-old at Old Trafford for the first half of the 24-25 campaign. Eriksen made his first appearance of the season on Sunday as the midfielder came off the bench against Liverpool, and the main reason he has been kept around is a result of Mason Mount's injury. The former Chelsea star started the first three games of the campaign for the Manchester club and is said to be a key player for Ten Hag this term. However, the 25-year-old season has now been put on hold after suffering an injury against Brighton and Hove Albion last month. According to the BBC, Mount's hamstring injury will keep him out of action for the next 4 to 5 weeks, and as a result of this setback, Man United need Eriksen for cover. I will be uploading daily Man United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.